Sorry I'm late. As I often do, I get caught up in something and I forget what time it is. And so, hi. Let me get the computer up. Let me mute this before it so I don't have to listen to myself again. Default view. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Darian. All right. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the first live in the new place. Yay! We are live in the new place. Exciting, exciting. All right, that is probably going to drive me crazy. I'm probably going to have to turn that light off because I will watch it even though it's in a mirror. Don't go into the light. All right, and somehow I forgot to do this, which is super important. Do not disturb. There. Okay. Yay. Yes, I am in the new place. Thank you. And my hair is purple, although it's really, really dark and it's hard to tell except at the ends. I moved across the street, literally kind of across the street from the old house. And we're still in the process of moving, and it'll probably take us through. Make every place, and it's not easy. It's very difficult. I haven't even basically I haven't even started on my witch room, and I feel like we have no room left. So I may be selling some of my stuff soon. That's the upside, I guess, for you guys is I think I'm going to be getting rid of some stuff. Just watching your Dark Deck video, I have to ask, did your fallout have anything to do with Witchypalooza? No, not really. It did not have anything to do really with Witchypalooza. Again, all right, so I wasn't sure if I was going to address it or not. And because here's the thing. I go back and forth and back and forth. Addressing it means that I have to dwell in this space all the time. And I really have tried really, really hard to just move forward, and they just keep being assholes and pulling me back in. Hi, Doug. Yes. It goes in and out for you too, Danny. Uh-oh. Hopefully it gets better. Here's the thing. I have tried really hard from the beginning to just, that's really what I want to be doing, is moving forward. I do feel like every time I try to move forward, they keep pulling me back into crap. All I can say is, or all I feel like saying right now anyways, is just don't believe everything that you see. And at some point, at least with the police report and stuff, I'm going to have to come out and talk about it eventually, because what they're saying is not true. It's annoying to me that everyone's like, oh, I don't really want to know. And then, they pull this stuff. It's super annoying. It's going in and out for everyone. Okay. Yeah, I know exactly. It's like, I think if you address it even once, then people will stop asking. I know, and I know that, and on Tarot Tuesday is probably not the time to address it. At some point, I probably am going to have to address it, and I will at some point, I promise. I just haven't quite figured out exactly how I want to address it and be able to still move forward. So, that's what I'm going to say for now. It's tarot time. Exactly. Is it still in and out? Because if it is, I'm going to have to stop and try to restart and see if that helps. And yes, and really that's what I can say is that your guys' support and your love and your commitment to just try to move forward with me has been amazing, and that's really what keeps me going, is that you guys keeping me going all the time has been awesome. So thank you all so much. Your voice isn't matching your lips. So if it's a widespread problem, I may try to stop and come back. The only problem is I hate, because then it changes the... let me just see really quickly. Give me one. Let's see. Maybe. Hopefully. If you can, try to... if it's still like that, because it looks like for some people... do you know, recently I met someone who was interested in making a deck very close to home for me. Yay! Oh, Leanne, that's awesome. You're good for me. Great. If it's still like that, yes, please try to refresh, okay? That'd be great. Okay. Let's try to... I don't have sound on my computer because I turned it off on purpose because I hate listening to myself. Okay. Live. Okay. Looks like we're good. Let's get started though, because this is... well, all right. I do have a couple things to talk about. First of all, tomorrow we're going to have a big vintage sale. So tomorrow's sale in Mama Squirrel's living room is... hi, Tammy. Is a big vintage witch sale from a lot of thrifted stuff. So a lot of vintage witchy stuff that I have gotten over the years and recently. I'm gonna try to sell some of that and pass that along to you guys. And so if you are interested in this, which is my roots, you know, when I started this channel, it was Willowin's Thrifty Witch. And so all kinds of witchy stuff. I have cauldrons and chalices and candle holders and stuff that I make. Like I make my oils and we make candles. We dress candles for certain intentions and all kinds of stuff like that. We have some besoms. We have, oh goodness, we have all kinds of stuff that we have thrifted through the years and more recently. So I'm going to try to pull as much of that stuff together as I can, because a lot of people have talked about wanting to, one of my most favorite and beautiful words, have talked about wanting to see more vintage stuff in our lives, because that's really what I do. When we purchase something on your sales, how long do we have to pay? Because I get paid Friday. Michelle, if I know that ahead of time and you let us know that ahead of time, then I don't mind waiting until Friday. It's okay. Usually when we start the lives, we always talk about having to have 20% within 24 hours. But if you let us know that you know you get paid on Friday and you'll pay it on Friday, that's okay. As long as you let us know stuff, we're good. Which means we're going to start our live a little bit later. We're going to start it at 2. That gives us a little bit more time to get like kind of the table ready and stuff. Because there's so much. Is Hexen still living with me? No. My Hexen has gone home to Miami. And I miss him terribly. Terribly. I miss my Hexen. He intends to come back someday, but he has some things to get together at home. He has to, he just has to straighten some things out at home before he's able to come back, like with a clear conscience and be here, for the commune and all that kind of stuff. So I'm working tomorrow. Well, don't forget that you can always rewatch the lives and message us for anything that you're interested in purchasing. People do it all the time, every week. 2 o'clock New York time. Yes, 2 o'clock New York time. So tune in to Mama Squirrel's Living Room on Facebook. I'm going to try really, really hard to start doing some lives on some other platforms, maybe Instagram and stuff like that. If you haven't liked our TikTok page, I know I'm not doing a whole lot with it right now. It's hard when I can't go live on it, but I'm going to try to start again doing lives. Now that we're in this place, hopefully, things are more organized and we have a little bit more time to do everything that we wanted to do before. That's what we're really hoping for. So, yay! Okay, now, for an hour at a time. Well, that might keep my big mouth. So that would be good, kind of. We can, have a live and just do a short live. An hour. An hour is a short live. Just do a short live with specific things. Like let's do a cauldron live or let's do this live or whatever. All right. This is today's card. This is the Five of Pentacles. This is, I was saying to a couple of my groups today, this is a hard card to get ready because it's like a depressing card. Instagram has not met Jen. I know. It's kind of a depressing card, right? So it's hard to get through this card because you're like, anytime you pull this card, you're like, oh gosh. However, there are good things about this card. It's even when you feel like you're at the end of your rope, financially, at work, that kind of thing. The thing you have to remember is there's a light in the window of this church, okay? And the light means all they have to do is come in, and there's help available. And sometimes when we feel like we're overwhelmed financially, yes, peppercorns. I love peppercorns for protection. Somebody said favorite protection herbs. I love peppercorns. I've been using them a lot for protection. And I will say cinnamon. And I like the spicy stuff. I really like a lot. Red pepper too. I use red pepper too. Anyways, you have to remember with this that even though you feel like you're out in the cold, you feel like you are at the end of your rope financially, at work, that kind of thing, there is help available. You just have to recognize it and go in and ask for help. Now, my people, my close advisor people, will tell you that they have to remind me to ask for help all the time. And that's partly true. Part of it is with my ADD, it's really hard sometimes to ask for help because it's hard for me to be specific about what kind of help I need. I can be like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed, I need help. But then if they come in and say, what can I help you with? I'm like, I don't know. Look it. It's horrible. So it's really hard sometimes knowing that people are going to say, okay, what do you need? For me to say, I don't know. I need this to get done. That's what I need. So the specifics, it's hard for me to break it down into specifics, but we have to at least open the door and say, you know what, I'm kind of drowning here, guys. I need some help. And yes, mentally, that boy, you definitely, before you get to that breakdown point, open the door. At least open the door and say, hey guys, I don't know what it is I need, but I need someone to recognize that I need some help. Yes. Yes, Deb. It'll be faster if I just do it myself rather than try to show you what I need. Which is why I was saying today, I need an organizer too. I so miss my Hexen because I could give him the vision. I could say to Hexen, my vision is, this is what I'm doing with this room, and the herbs should go over here and this should go over here. I don't know how to get it there. And he would like whip it together, and he sees the vision, and I don't have to tell him step by step. He sees the vision and he makes it happen. That's why I so miss my accent. Yes. So here it is. Let's start with the Ultimate Guide to Tarot. This is Liz Dean. All right. You just take them out of the Florida simulator. I know. I wish I could. Okay, the element is Earth for Pentacles. Pentacles are the Earth element. Astrological association is Mercury and Taurus. The key meaning is a test of resources. Everybody needs a Hexen, don't they? I need 1 or 2 Hexens. Good. Good, Michelle. The Five of Pentacles. Hold on, I got a hair in my eye. There we go. Five of Pentacles features a snow scene. And I love, keep in mind, this is one of the only, or maybe the only, I'm trying to remember, in the Rider-Waite deck. I think there's one other card with snow in it. But this is one of the only cards with snow in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So that should tell you something. You feel like you're out in the cold. You feel like you're alone. You're at the end of your rope. You feel like you're destitute. You feel like there isn't a lot of hope. This is a tough card because the depression, the feeling of being alone is really prevalent here. And so that snow, that should clue you in that this is a big deal, that you're really feeling it. Let's go to snow. The Five of Pentacles features a snow scene showing 2 impoverished people suffering a harsh winter. It is reminiscent of Dickens' 1843 novel, A Christmas Carol, and its child character, Tiny Tim, a disabled boy on crutches. The beggar in the Rider-Waite deck appears to be a small-grown man, an adult Tiny Tim, struggling to survive years on. Around his neck is a bell, which in medieval times was worn by lepers to warn others of their approach. So it's kind of hard to tell, but around his neck here is a bell. See it? In the middle there? He has become untouchable and excluded from society. The Hermit is standing in snow. Yes, yes, yes. There you go. I knew there was one other one. The woman accompanying him is barefoot and gray-haired, wearing a red cloak. The color shows she will persist despite their predicament, but what she cannot yet grasp is any possibility of change. It was a bad pun. The pair are fixed on surviving the elements and do not notice the window above, with its depiction of a money tree of 5 coins and a safe, solid property behind it. See the money tree? Even if the paupers could raise their heads to face the biting wind, This idyllic scene, hi Phelan, would seem a world away from their reality. So even if they could lift it, they're like, huh, yeah, that must be nice. That's not for us though, right? The stained glass also reminds us of church windows. As the man and woman are not part of the church, they do not venture inside. There is a sense of being excluded from a spiritual community. On the Kabbalistic tree of life, the sphere associated with this card is Gabora, or power. The astrological association of Mercury and Taurus is an uncomfortable and often incompatible combination. Mercury is lined with speed and communication, while the influence of Taurus is slow and steady. In the Five of Pentacles, this can reveal a contrary influence that brings frustration and at times the inability to make consistent progress. The traditional meaning of the Five of Pentacles is financial loss. So when it shows up in a reading, it can mean losing a job or relationship or experiencing some other financial or emotional hardship. The positive aspect is that you find support from others in a similar position. These contacts may become good friends whom you may never have met in your usual circumstances. Consider new options and you may discover another resource or approach that will help you see the way forward. However, this card often comes up in readings to show a fear of poverty and isolation rather than actual poverty. It also commonly shows a fear of losing the security of home and or the aftermath of a relationship breakup. It occasionally reveals the impact of bereavement. Yes, harder and slower to walk through snow, exactly. Feels like you have weights on your feet. When you get to this point in life, it feels like you're trudging through snow and you have weights on your feet. It's just about impossible to keep moving forward. And you don't even look up and realize that there's this warm church, right? This light in the window indicates that there's help right there, but you have to look for it. You have to ask for it. You have to open the door. You have to realize that there is help right there. You have to not be so stubborn. You have to not be so above it all. Humiliate. Not humiliate. You have to bring yourself to ask for the help, right? A little humility goes a long way. So the next book is Holistic Tarot by Benabel Wen, especially when injured and have the cold wind against you. Oh, for sure. For sure. For sure. What I do with, I don't know what I did with, yep. Lost the bookmark already. Okay. Those gummy bears look yummy. They are. They're Joseph's. Is he still here? I've been snacking on his gummy bears. Embrace any lessons there are to learn and know that this period of your life will not last forever. That's right. It seems like it'll go on and on, but it will not last forever. Okay, so Benabel says, I tend to read as looking in the wrong place for what you need. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 for sure. I worry for my bag of gummy bears. Yeah, it might be gone by the time you get here. So Benabel says, destitution, hardships, snowfall is upon them. 2 indigents walk past a church lighted from within. The stained glass window depicts 5 golden pentacles blooming off what appears to be the branches and trunks of a tree. The indigents walk barefoot in the snow. That's the other thing, is they are barefoot. The Five of Pentacles is the card of destitution. There may be financial difficulties, a sense of displacement, or a loss of a sense of home. The seeker feels homeless. Oftentimes, the Five of Pentacles, financial poverty and spiritual poverty converge. The seeker must be more cautious, or that poverty will take a toll on their health. There's a chance of illness brought on by the financial difficulties that plague you. The card may indicate the start of a deep depression. So this could just be the start. If you allow it to continue the way it is, it could just be the start. Is it possible to use this card to manifest the help? Yes, Jess, absolutely. Absolutely, it's possible to use this card to manifest the help you need. Put it on your altar and highlight the window, right? And start manifesting the window, and ask your ancestors, your spirit guides, your gods and goddesses. Ask them to show you what your window is. Where is the light coming from? Please, guides, tell me, point out, make it very clear to me where this light is coming from. I know that help is here, but I can't see it right now. I'm blind to that help. I need your help to find this window, this light for me. What is that? Put it right in the middle of your altar and shine a light on it. Put a candle in front of it. Shine that light on and ask them to show you clearly what that light is for you. The card may indicate the start of deep depression. It denotes the winter season of the seeker's current situation. However, take heart because spring is coming. Now is a good time for the seeker to be conservative with your finances. Although it's a low point in the finances, the situation will turn upward with faith. The Five Pentacles glow bright in the stained glass window, symbolizing divine intervention to come, so long as the indigents remain faithful, hopeful, and strong in heart. Assure the seeker that right now is a time when faith is crucial. You must believe that your life is going to turn around, that things are going to get better. The seeker's faith must be unwavering. Help from above is coming, but not arbitrarily. You must continue to help yourself and walk the path of God. In other words, stay righteous and true. The Five of Pentacles is an acknowledgement of your current troubles and a sense of destitution. There is a strong theme of helplessness. However, it is a card of assurance that very strong cosmic forces are forthcoming that will alleviate your situation. No problem, Tammy. We love you, honey. The Five of Pentacles can be interpreted as the divine intervention card. The divine intervention card. So help is coming. It is on the way. The divine intervention is there. Ask for help to find what exactly that is. Where is it? We understand this is where we're at, but know that this is where we could be. This is where it's going. It's help is on the way. Just seek it out and ask for help to find it. Okay. Finally, Modern Tarot by Michelle T. No way around it. This card is tough. Two extremely down on their luck individuals struggle through unforgiving weather. Toward what? It's as if the very elements are against them. The full range of material possibility has played out negatively for them. They hobble through the snow, risking frostbite and a worsening of their terrible overall condition. However, and this is a significant detail of this card, a church glows with warmth right beside them. This is a place where they could step out of the cold and get some help. But either they are too oblivious, too stuck in their pain, or too proud to ask for help. Regardless of the reason, they are bypassing salvation and trudging deeper into the worsening condition. The Five of Pentacles While acknowledging that you are hurting, possibly experiencing significant loss, wants you to take a hard look at the way you are living and see where and how you are playing into your own unfortunate situation. Have you been ill for a while but refused to seek care, whether out of financial fear or bureaucratic ignorance? Have you known for a while that you need to treat your depression but instead have let it fester and progress until now you find yourself in a deep mental, spiritual, and material hole? Have your spending practices finally blown up in your face? Have you resisted help out of controllingness or pride and now find yourself overwhelmed as things fall apart? Have you been in willful denial about the character of the person you're dating and now things have gone too far? Whatever it is, the point is not self-blame or recrimination. The point is to pick yourself up and seek the help you could have sought in the past. Things are in bad shape, but all is not lost. There's a lot to recoup here, not least of which is your sanity and sense of peace. Perhaps the misfortune that has befallen you could not have been prevented, no matter how vigilant or proactive you were. The Five of Pentacles message is that help is available. Do not be so consumed by your problems that you are blind to the help that is nearby. Look around, reach out, make a call, take action. The only alternative is to trudge deeper and deeper into your devastation. Okay. Great explanations, right? Trudging is a good word. It is. It is that feeling that it's just getting deeper and deeper. And you know when you're in that knee-high snow, how hard it is to walk forward. It's like everything seems against you. But we need to look for the light in the window. What is that light? That's the point of this card. It is hard to see that this depression, this funk is here. But there is help. We just need to find it. Okay, there are quite a few examples. I pulled examples last week. So there's examples from last week, and I tried to pull some more from this week, even though I don't have all my tarot cards here. I tried to, there's a lot. There's a whole lot. There's probably too many, as usual. Okay, this one is Tarot of the Unknown. This is that cute deck that I use now, about now. Shut up, Pookie. This is the deck that was inspired by Over the Garden. And I love this deck. It's very Rider-Waite, but gives it a cute angle. So very good with its symbolism, very easy to read, but adds a little bit of, autumn kind of cuteness to it. So I like this deck a lot. This next one is the Shadowlands Tarot. I love this example. I'll be honest with you. I think I said before when I showed the dark decks, always align with what's going on with my life. Isn't that funny, Jess? I know it seems to do that with me a lot too. Shadowlands Tarot. I don't use this deck a whole lot because the symbolism is very similar to Rider-Waite. This is one of those cards that's just an amazing card, though. So here we have, this is Bigfoot, the Bigfoot character here, and he's looking at the campers across the river and so wants to join them, right? He's like, oh, look at them across the river. They're having so much fun. If I went over there, would I scare the crap out of him, though? He just needs to go over and try, right? He feels all alone. He feels very lonely. But there is help. There is people here who might actually really enjoy his company. But he has to take that chance. and try to bring forward some support and friendship. It's deep. Yes, it's super deep. It's a great deck. I highly recommend this deck, the Shadowlands, for beginners who like kind of that dark deck, because the symbolism is great, is really great. And as far as I'm concerned, very easy to read with. One of those decks that I picked up immediately and was able to read with it, for sure. I'd roast marshmallows with Bigfoot, right? Me too. Dang thing has made me cry. I know, it's such a good deck, though. It really is. Okay, next up is Tarot of the Abyss. This is from Anna Turian, the same artist who did the art for Bonestone and Earthflesh. So here is an offering of friendship and beef jerky. She says, the Five of Pentacles shows two people, their expressions full of grief and pain as they're cast out into the cold, unforgiving night. One of them appears unwell, barely able to stand. There is no room for them, and now they must try to find some other place to take shelter. The Five of Pentacles is a card that implies some form of financial loss or hardship. In some cases, it can even mean illness. Since the Suit of Pentacles deals with the material aspects of life, we need to make sure we're not only looking at the financial aspects, but also physical health. More often than not, this card relates to financial strain. However, make sure you're also paying attention to your physical well-being. Just as you take care of the house that shelters you, your body also needs to be maintained and cared for. So it is something that we need to pay attention to, that, you know, we're not neglecting the parts of us that will keep us healthy and keep us moving forward. This one is the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. Love this one. I love the hope in this card is the snowdrop. See the snowdrop? That's one of the first flowers we see here in New York when the spring is coming. Is you see about February, March, depending on the year. Yeah, March probably. You start to see a few snowdrops coming up. And you know, as barren as this tree is, no, this is the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. As barren as this tree is, it's coming. The spring is coming. I always apply Tarot Tuesday as a card for me personally. The bank we use at work was changed to a new company today. No one got paid. Oh, Christiana, oh no. Yes, the Witch's Tarot. Thanks, Leanne. Yes, I love this deck. This is, this deck, I try to tell people, this deck is probably the first deck that clicked with me so much that I felt I could do readings for others. It's quite a used deck, because I've used it so much. And it just really clicked for me. This deck was like the first deck that I was like, oh my gosh, I get this. I totally can read this deck for other people. Great deck. This is the Zombie Tarot. Again, this is one of those dark decks that I pull out. Used, worn edges are the best. That's right. And I love decks that, you know, you can tell I've used over and over and over. This is the Five of Hazards in the Zombie Tarot. I love this deck too. This is a deck that is full of humor, kind of sarcasm, tongue-in-cheek stuff. Makes me laugh a lot. PNC Bank. Ugh. Leaving it. I like the Zombie Tarot, the Five of Hazards. This one is the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I love this artist, has such a beautiful eye. The 5 windows in the background. Nothing growing here, but you can see under the cage that things are growing underneath. We just have to wait for them to bloom and move outward, right? I love this artist. The artist is such a talented visionary. I really like a lot of her artwork. This one is a fairly new deck for me that I have not shown yet. So hold on, this is called Tarot at the End of the Rainbow. And I have to do an unboxing, a walkthrough of this deck, which I will do. But here is the Five of Pentacles. It's a very Celtic deck. This is the back of the cards. And again, great symbolism. It's a low Scarabeo deck. My professional organizer moved my spread made up of cards from different decks, so I might have a lot of incomplete decks and just don't want it to happen again. Made up of cards from different decks. Oh no! Oh, Leanne, that's awful. I was really worried about that too, because my boys, I'll be honest with you, are very frustrating. They don't care much about stuff that isn't theirs. So it's been really frustrating because they want stuff moved like yesterday, but only the stuff they want moved. They have no intention of helping. So it makes me want to smack them around. So I'll be showing that more on that deck very soon. This one is the Wheel of the Year Tarot. I love, love, love this card. Little mushroom. Such a deck. I don't think I've ever done an unboxing either. I'm behind in unboxings. In fact, I just got another deck today, or actually yesterday, I think, that I'm going to have to do an unboxing. Not that, oh, poor me, I have to do one. That I need to do an unboxing for the Lion's Gateway Tarot. I don't know if you guys remember that one. The 3rd edition, that the artist sent me the 3rd edition, and I haven't even had a chance to look through it, but I love that deck, so I'll be doing an unboxing of that one very soon. Yeah, I really like the mushrooms. Here is the Darkwood Tarot. I love that the pentacles are inside the tree here, so there's some warmth in the tree. And it's just kind of, it almost looks like it's blocked, but it's really not. You just have to find your way in to safety, warmth, security. I like that one. It's a good one. Next is the deck I love to hate, or hate to love. Light Seers Tarot. Such a good one. I love that in this deck, the key is here. So look, they even gave you a key. And here, you're not even paying attention. The key is right there. Just open the door. It says, it's time to squarely address any feelings about safety and security that have you worried about your well-being. Are you stressed about your finances or health, or feeling left out from the prosperity that others seem to enjoy? To counteract these corrosive energetic states, you are being asked to reclaim your personal power. Find your hunger for fierce positivity in your current circumstance. It's hiding in the shadows. Stagnant for a hot minute, ask yourself if you've been laser focused on the things that are lacking in your life. If fear, self-pity, or helplessness try to dictate your reality, flip the script and remember that against all odds, all oppression, all class barriers, all everything, there is always a choice to move beyond your current limitations. Make the absolute best of your luminous life. You are not locked out from that which you desire. See the keys that will help you get there and choose to open the door. Doors that activate magical opportunities are always opening for me. I love how positive this deck is. It's like a kick in the pants. Even the negative cards are like, okay, yeah, you know what? This situation sucks right now. But get up and find that key. Open the door. Reminds me of Paulo Coelho. One of my favorite quotes from The Alchemist is about the universe. The universe is just, I can't remember the exact quote now. The universe is wants to help you succeed. The universe is waiting to for you to say what you want so it can help you succeed. Hate to say it, but this is such a good Five of Pentacles card. That key in the corner. It's so good. So good. Oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing card. All right, sorry guys, my allergies are kicking in. The Five of Materials. This is the Muse Tarot. The Muse spots her sleeping outside the gates of flow and abundance. She's cried herself to sleep, believing that she hasn't been granted access to this entrance. She is dangerously close to the edge, wrapped in little more than a tattered sheet of self-worth. When you want something, the whole universe conspires in order for you to achieve it. Thank you, Leanne. And that literally, I should have that in big, huge, that's like, I say that all the time. In fact, I need to like put it on my mirror in front of me because I love that quote. In little more than a tattered sheet of self-worth and memories of better days. See her? She holds a tiny light of hope close to her as she sleeps. But it is so very dim that the muse wonders if she can still see it at all. It certainly doesn't look bright enough to light her way into the hall. With a helping hand, she nudges the small creature to safety. The muse knows that the entrance is closer than we think, and she wants all of us to enter the doorway of abundant well-being. She asks you to accept worthiness with an open heart and heal the rift between you and any wealth and health you desire but aren't experiencing today. You are never alone or forgotten. You are always welcome in the great hall of love. You are never alone or forgotten. You are always welcome in the great hall of love. Accept your worthiness. That's something that I talk so much about when we're doing Reiki. That so many people need work on the solar plexus chakra, and that is that ability to say, I am worthy. I can't tell you how many times I've said to my Reiki clients, you are worthy. Say that to yourself over and over. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of all abundance. I am worthy of everything I want in life. I am worthy. And it makes me sad how incredibly hard it is for people to truly take that in and feel that I am worthy. I have this one on my wall. Know who you are and deliver it at all times. Oh, love that. I need to read the book, The Alchemist. Yes, it's such a great book. I started reading it on my channel. I never finished it. Yes, my ADD brain skipped ahead and then I never made it back. But yes, good, good, good. Modern spellcasters. I'm not worthy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Pookie. You are worthy. Look at the dog barking furiously. It may look like there's no way in here, but you need to find the key to open the door. You need to not give up. You need to know it's right there. You're right at the precipice. Ask your divine for help. Know that it is close. That is so hard when nothing feels that way. I know it. And it's, you know what? Sometimes, Michelle, it is really about grasping at that straw and faking it. You heard the term, fake it till you make it. It is about looking in the mirror every day and telling yourself you are worthy until you believe it, until things start to happen. You have to tell the universe exactly what you expect of it. Because the universe starts to give you that which you're asking for. The energy that you're putting out, the universe will match. Yes, I agree, Lorelai. It is for me too. It's been a really tough couple weeks. Yes, absolutely how we're raised. For sure, we're raised that it's not a good thing to see yourself as worthy of all things, right? That it's, oh, you don't want to appear stuck up. You don't want to appear that you think you're better than other people. And it's not about that. It's about telling the universe, I am worthy. I am worthy of all good things. Period. End of discussion. The Enchanted Forest or Forest of Enchantment, whichever it is, deck. Look at how close they are to help. And they aren't even recognizing it. Are you kidding me? There's even a light and a path of flowers to get them to the help that they need. And they are not even recognizing how close that help is. It's literally right there. They're not recognizing how close. Instead, they're huddled together, trying to survive. Yes, for sure. This is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck, I think it's called. The little bunny. See the storm. And I love that. Hi, Justin. I love that here all the little fireflies represent all the help that the bunny could be getting. But look at his face. He's just not recognizing the help that's all around. How are you, Justin? Hi, Fatima. This is such a beautiful deck. This is a deck that I haven't had out in a very long time. This is the Fountain Tarot. I just really like this card in this deck. Here again, we have this window. This window, and look at how green and beautiful. Hi, my heart's journey. It looks like a different world through the window here. And here we have the wind and snow and blowing, and they're like right in the doorway next door. And all they have to do is walk a few more feet, and here they could have this beautiful splendor in the window. But they just aren't able to even see how close they are to the help that they need. The Fountain Tarot. Just getting over a little mini sickness. Oh, I'm sorry, Justin. That's terrible. Yes, almost there. It's just right around the corner. And they just haven't been able to see how close they are. This is the, oh shit, what's it called? Spacious, do I want to say the Spacious Tarot? I think this is the Spacious Tarot. And see the uphill climb. Here we have I think it's a wolf, right? Is that a wolf? And he's wounded, and he's climbing the hill, and it seems like such a battle to get up this hill, the uphill climb. But the pentacles up top, on the top of the hill here, he's almost there. They will provide safety and security and warmth and cover against the wind. He just has to keep going. He's almost there. Just keep trudging. Get your butt up that hill and you can be there. Right? This is the Blood Moon Tarot. The Five of Honey. Such a great depiction with this one. Love this. I think Emma posted this one in the event page, and I just love this one. The Five of Honey. Winter arrived early, wrapping its cold fingers around the trees. Soon all that remained of the summer was worm-eaten and home miles away. Five is about struggling to make it through times of rejection, failure, burnout, and scarcity. We are sometimes forced to compromise in these times, and it can be difficult to reconcile those choices with our values and expectations. Are you experiencing a time of scarcity or struggle? What compromises have you had to make? Have they clashed with your values and expectations? Where can you find shelter in this time of struggle? How can you survive and recover from this time? Truly beautiful. Beautiful. Next is the True Black Tarot. You know, I love this deck. Its use of light is my favorite. Hi, Brandon. My favorite deck artwork that uses light. He's brilliant. Brilliant for that. Love this. A small burlap sack is torn open, and a few coins, dull, dirty, and damaged, fall to the floor. The Five of Pentacles is a card symbolizing hard times, notably in the realms of wealth or physical health, but can also refer to emotional health. Rejection, difficult personal relationships, or social mishaps can all wear down an individual's mental health, while disease, an accident, or the loss of a job erode physical security. In these times of hardship, it is important to remember that both ups and downs are temporary, and to seek help when necessary. Excessive pride can lead to unnecessary pain. So I love the broken down. Look at the green gush that flows from this bag, this old worn bag. How you doing, Brandon? Haven't seen you in a little bit, sweetie. Just his use of light here is masterful. I just love this deck. I swear, someday I'm going to get a couple posters of my favorite cards in this deck because it's so gorgeous. Truly, truly, truly is. The next one is the Witch's Insurrection. This is the Witch's Insurrection Tarot. A figure sits in the dark with their back to the rose bush behind them. The roses on the bush are withered and brown, and although there are 2 tiny green leaves on the vine, the figure is unable to see them through the bag tied around her head. So here she has, see the bag tied around her head. The Five of Roses is a card of loss and poverty. While the suit of roses is generally associated with the material realm, there are many kinds of poverty, not all of them having to do with money. When this card appears in a reading, it's time to look at the ways at which your life is lacking, what hope you have for redeeming those areas, and how you might be able to reverse the poor circumstances that led you to this place, or at least find new avenues to offset your losses. And again, those of you who have seen Tarot Tuesday before, this is a long time deck that I use a lot, is the Witch's Insurrection. This is the deck that was created by a former sex worker. And she's just, I just love this deck. It is a very female empowerment kind of deck. Especially when you know, where the author started creating this deck. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you, sweetheart. The next deck is Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh. Love, love, love. Yes, the artwork is amazing. Brandon, next time you come over, remind me and I'll show you this whole deck. It's really great, the Witch's Insurrection. Oh, such a good deck. It's one of my favorite decks. Here is the Five of Pentacles and Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh. There comes a time when we all must weather the storms of life. Such a time came to this once proud family. A family that had felt at home in a state of plenty, never having to worry about food, water, shelter, and the general and sometimes lavish comfort that such security may bring. But all good things must come to an end as the cycles of life move in their unbiased rhythm. As wars over lands and gods raged, the resources of yesterday became depleted. Tribes the land over were forced out of their homes and made to brave the volatile roads in search of sanctuary. Many were pushed far from their homelands into places where the weather was freezing. The children and elderly struggled to navigate the foreboding landscapes. Eventually, this once blessed family became detached from the migrating horde and left to wander the cold woodland realm. At last, they found a nook in the forest, and the able-bodied of the bunch began to work on a haphazard shelter strong enough to weather the storm. Little did they realize they had found their way into the grove of plenty. Once the storm had passed, along with the cold mist, they would find that the emergency shelter would set the foundation for their new home in a place that met all of their needs. So once that storm passes, they will find that because they worked a little bit to create this shelter, that this place will meet their needs. But I love the family that is huddled inside. It's, just a gorgeous card. Such a beautiful, beautiful card. gorgeous. This is, oh shit, Syrian Starseed. The Syrian Starseed. Hi, Bob. How are you, sweetheart? We're getting all of you in here. People I haven't seen for a while in here. The Five of Crystals. This is the Syrian Starseed. Thank you, Leanne. So not used to the new background. I'm not either, Bob. So see, huddled in the cave here, and see the people directly outside worshiping and doing a ritual. And all she has to do is walk outside and she could join them. So again, help is near. Don't forget to ask for that help. That is very, very near. Here is the Druid Craft. The Druid Craft. See the lush green just beyond. This is, things are starting to bloom a little bit on this side. Hi, Catherine. My goodness, you guys. We're getting all kinds of people I haven't seen for a while. I love the colors here. The yellow and blue. The blue is kind of representative of the depression, but the yellow is underneath. So allow that sun to shine through. Know that the help you need is near. Be able to ask for the help that you need. We're almost done. I did want to mention too, guys, I'm getting a lot of requests to join the Facebook group. The Facebook group is Mama Squirrel's Witchy Wisdom. And please, please, please make sure you answer the questions. Because of all the weirdness that has gone on recently, there's a lot of people that we have been denying who haven't answered the questions, because there's a lot of trolls and stuff that are trying to get in, which we're trying to keep it a safe place for those of you who watch the channel and are trying to learn. So please, 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 if you're trying to get into the Facebook group, you are welcome, but answer the questions, please. Mama even made them kind of sarcastic because I was like, just answer the questions. Here we have the Sabbath Tarot with this gorgeous bouquet. The Five of Discs. Witches go through worldly problems like everyone else. We stare into the darkness that surround us, and it can be overwhelming. Things go wrong, our circumstances worsen, and we stand at the edge. But witches know that right behind us is the gold-giving light, companion to the darkness, and the way out of suffering. So we make a deal with the darkness to always honor it, that we appreciate its lessons, and then we turn around and take from the light what the darkness owes us. Turn around and take from the light what the darkness owes us. Don't we all wish he would just turn around? Sabbath Tarot. The 78 Tarot, this is the Elemental edition. And I love this Mother Gaia looking elf here. And the point of this is that the Mother Gaia came out to help this wolf out here who is out on its own. And the lushness and the beauty and the warmth and the help. And the Mother Gaia figure, the divine, came out to help. This is actually the elemental edition. Elemental edition. But here, remember we said the divine entity will help. Ask your divine for help. And this is the divine has come out to help. So I love that we see the next step. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little... Yes, that's a good one, Leanne. Yes. And finally is El Goliath. We used to do this one a lot. El Goliath. So we see the starving horses here. I will see if I can read. But do you let other people handle your decks? Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, Kay, I absolutely let other people handle my decks, for sure. I'm not one of those people that thinks their energy will ruin my deck or something. You can always cleanse it. If you feel somebody's energy is a little off, you could always cleanse it. And when I am doing a reading for someone in person, I always have them cut the deck. I shuffle it, but I allow them to cut it. And then if somebody wants to see it or something, they're welcome to. That's okay. I don't mind if people look through my decks and stuff. Two horses lay half collapsed and frozen in the snow on a mountain peak. The bleak depiction of the Five of Pentacles is cruel and somewhat hard to bear. Black, sinister crows circle above, squabbling with each other over who gets what part of the horse's near-dead bodies first. The horses are starving and have little to no life force energy left in them to get up and keep on going. This card is not a fun card, but one of great despair, hardship, and sorrow, much like the Ten of Swords. It indicates that you're experiencing a period of hardship, particularly financially, and you cannot see the way out. You have lost faith in your own abilities. Blah, 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 blah. This is why I don't do this. I love the cards, but it's terrible. The creator kind of goes on and on. Let me find the good part. Blah, blah, blah. Shifted mindset needs to go. See, there's not really a good part. I disagree. I think there's always a good part in the Five of Pentacles. I don't see the way out for these horses. And he didn't leave like the help is here aspect. I don't really see that. So this is like all sorrow and hardship, and I don't see the way out. I kind of, in the Five of Pentacles, to me, I look for where's the light, where's the way out, and I don't really see it unless the light is they're gonna die soon. I don't get it. But I do, yeah, it's a little scary. I don't like the cards that you like have no positive nothing to them. Even the Ten of Swords cards, the positive part of the Ten of Swords is always you're at the bottom. There's no place to go but up, right? Finally, we're gonna let's go to Stephen's notes. I love this part of the Tarot Tuesday, which is to say, again, I want you guys to hear me when I say I read tarot, okay? But I literally start my day out every day with Stephen's daily readings. Every day, Stephen from Sound of an Ocean Wave does a quick reading. He pulls an oracle card and a tarot card, and he's so good. He's so good at what he does. Sound of an Ocean Wave, if it's less than 10 minutes a day. And so truly, I start my day out with his reading every day, and it's always right on. It's always really good. So Sound of an Ocean Wave, if you want to start your day off. Yes, he does this on YouTube. He does, and he's wonderful. I start my day off every day with it. Thank you, Leanne. There it is. Okay, so Stevens, if you're doing a reading for someone, this is what his notes are suggesting is you're doing a reading. If the reading is about career and finance, the Five of Pentacles indicates that you may be going through a hard time at work. This could be from losing a job or feeling isolated from colleagues. Financially, it signifies that things are tight at the moment and that you are struggling to make ends meet. Debt may be an issue, and past decisions may be coming back to haunt you. Whatever the situation, there may be help available, so overcome any reluctance to ask for it. If this is a health reading, the Five of Pentacles indicates that you may be struggling with health issues that affect your day-to-day living. The card may also be saying that there is treatment or help available if you can reach out for it. Relationships reading. The Five of Pentacles may indicate, I'm dropping cards, may indicate a feeling of loneliness and isolation. This may be due to a difficulty in forming relationships, or if you are in a relationship, you may be feeling a cold detachment from each other. Financial troubles may also be a factor in causing an emotional divide between you. At the very worst, this could result in a parting of the ways, but there is a possibility that these difficulties can be overcome. Talking things through may help, but assistance from a third party may be needed. And a general, and if in a general reading, my allergies. The Five of Pentacles represents troubled times, adversity, sickness, and isolation. The context of a reading will give further insight into the situation to which this card refers. Whatever the situation, this is a far from welcome card to receive. However, the card does indicate that as bad as things seem, there is still hope. Help is available if you choose to look for it and accept it. Choose to look for it and accept it. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Really, I'm telling you, I know I need my oils. I'm terrible. I have to get my oils out. They're finally at this house, but I haven't taken them out. Oh, good. He's still awake. I'm telling you, I really love Stephen's readings. I've come to depend on them every day. So I know you'll love them. And like I said, they're quick. They're like less than 10 minutes. So I always, when I'm just waking up before I really do too much of anything, I just pop them on my TV so I can see it. All right, let's do before and after, and then we'll choose a card for next week. We're getting so close to the end, guys. I'm really excited. So this is the before. Right before this happens, this lonely little dog is looking in the window, and whoever's taking care of the church is just lighting up a candle, right? Just starting to light a candle to get things together for the service, for the whatever they're doing. It's just starting up before our indigents come along. Hi, Estelle. The after. The longest I've seen is like 9 minutes. Yes. So listen to it as you're getting ready. Exactly, Danny. That's what I do in the morning as you're getting ready for work, whatever. So right after this, here a woman is coming from the other direction, and our two indigents have, instead of asking for help in this gorgeous, brightly lit window, have sat down right in front of it to beg. Like, really, people? And now there's another woman who is coming along in tattered robes, bare feet. So it seems like these people are not too smart. They're not asking for the help that could be right there for them. Instead, they're sitting in front of the window that could help them. Mama, you're in a new place. I am in the new place. I'm not quite organized in the new place, but I'm here. It's the first step. We're getting there. Slowly, little by little. Okay, so if this is the view we're looking at now, if we could see, bring the camera around behind this view, what could we see? Ah, Brandon, you shouldn't. They won't give them soup unless they convert. All right, so what we see is, look at what's inside the church. There's already someone who has come in and asked for help and now is in the warmth, right? Sitting in the warmth, out of the cold. This is how our spirit guides feel, right? For sure. Sitting in the warmth, out of the cold. Yes, they're still in tattered clothes, but they are sitting in warm now, waiting perhaps for their soup to come. Phelan, I literally moved just across the street. So it wasn't too, I mean, I'm still moving, but at least it's just across the street. And finally, the newest addition that I have put to that, to this set of cards, is the Tarot of Oppositions. And this shows the good part of every card and then the bad part of every card. So if you're looking at the Five of Pentacles, the good part of the card is at the top here. And this is, yes, you're asking for help. If you're able to ask for help, then more things come. More is coming. And the bad part of the card is if you're not able to ask for help, then things are falling apart around you. Nothing good is coming for you because you have not just opened yourself up enough to ask for the help that is truly right there waiting to help you. Right? Yes, I like this card or this deck a lot. For sure. So I'm hoping, I know I've said this the last 3-4 weeks. I'm really hoping to be able to look this week at the cards that we have done, because somewhere in there is a card I know I need to redo, but I haven't worked it out and figured out which one it is. It's called the Tarot of Oppositions. Tarot of Oppositions. It's a low Scarabeo deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 6 cards, although there is one more card. So there's 7 cards for us to go over because there's one card that I did. We've done, but it didn't upload. It erased it instead of uploading. So I know I have to redo that one card. And so there's like 7 weeks left and we'll be done. How cool. So we'll be done before Yule. And we'll start like spreads and how to read a little bit better, how to associate cards, that kind of thing. Okay. Seven cards. Ooh, the Magician. The Magician. I forgot there was another, okay, so 8 weeks, really. Because, I think, is there any more majors in here? No. This is the last major arcana card. And you guys know that most of the major arcana cards we do 2 weeks. So this will probably also be 2 weeks. I'm trying to think if the Magician needs 2 weeks. I love the Magician card, but it's a fairly straightforward card, so maybe we don't need to make it 2 weeks. I don't know. Do you guys think we should make the Magician 2 weeks, or do you want to just hold it to 1? Make it extra long? It is a great card. There's lots of good magician cards out there, but it is, to me at least, it's a fairly straightforward card. So we might be able to just keep it at, Steven says, I think we need 2 weeks. All right, let's do 2 weeks then, because I think most of the major arcana cards, we gave them 2 weeks. So we'll make it 2 weeks just so we don't have it too long. We'll make it 2 weeks. So part 1 of the Magician will be next week. Don't forget, tomorrow is the Vintage Witchy sale. 2 o'clock on Mama Squirrel's living room. I still need to do the part 2 of Dark Decks, which I will try to do this week. Thursday or Friday, I'll try to do the Dark Decks. What else? There's so much I've got. Don't forget the Dumb Supper that is happening November 1st. I believe the Samhain ritual this year will be on Saturday, the day before actual Samhain. I'm trying to make it so those people who are local, who are parents, are able to come. So I was trying to make it not on the day that they have trick-or-treaters, which I believe they're going to do on Sunday, on actual Halloween for most people. So I think we're going to probably do the ritual, the Samhain ritual will be Saturday, I believe. But I'll let you know for sure this week. And the Dumb Supper for those who are local is November 1st. Okay? I'm telling you, people are funny. You're welcome. I'm trying to remember to do the event thing as best I can. All right. There's millions and millions of things I have to tell you guys, but of course I can't remember any of them. Next Tuesday, I will create the event for the Magician card, the first part of the Magician card tonight, and we will see you tomorrow and or this week. I love you. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much. I can't even tell you. Good night.